quick and dirty video today. Couple of things. One is I'm working on these new, what I'm going to call, you can call them creek runner reels. I had a request from a good fella named Matt who wanted smaller reels, just smaller reels, you know, for out in the wilderness and stuff, but good for creek running. We have this one. This one is, we've had the initial shape. It's about 6 inches wide. It looks horrendous right now, but as you can see, this blank had a pretty good knot in it, and the knot is pretty not bad at all. But before I continued shaping it, and we'll have it much rounder here and things, before I finish shaping it, I definitely wanted to put some epoxy here and here. We have this new UV inhibited epoxy. It's UV inhibited, and this is a fast cure that we have in here now, so we can cure a whole lot faster, although I can't perfectly predict when it will cure, and then we have a slower, so fast, slow, and then I can mix the two to have custom curing times. I can better estimate when I can get the product out, but it's still hit and miss sometimes between, if I really need fast curing, I'm going to use the fast cure, and you just keep it indoors here to cure. I already made a couple of reels for the fellow, and here's what one looks like here. As you can see, it basically can fit in my hand. I do have pretty big hands, but you can see, it's pretty small, about 5.5, 6 inches in diameter. He wanted something that was more rounded here, which I actually prefer myself. But hey, I can use this one to show you guys. I think I'm going to call it the creek runner reels. Creek runners. That'll be in 2 finishes. I'll do a basic oil finish. Here we have an oil finish. It uses an exterior oil finish that has UV inhibitors and fungicides in it, but it won't be as durable simply because it's not epoxy and varnish. The classic finish that you've always seen me do will become the Mastercraft finish, which is, basically 3 coats of epoxy, which has almost always been perfect. Any more than that, and it just gets to be a whole bunch of nothing, really. 3 coats of epoxy is what I do. First coat saturates into the wood and hardens. Second coat waterproofs the wood, and a third coat gives a nice smooth sort of encasing finish into the wood. And then 3 coats of varnish, spar varnish, and we're going to go to a marine grade spar varnish. I just had a fellow, a sailor, whose captain, he wants to replace some of his rods and reels on the boat with hand lines. And so he needs just the opposite of this, right? Matt, the fellow who wanted the smaller reels, we're going to call these the creek runner reels. And this new captain wants deep water tuna reel capable of, holding 500, 600, 800 meters of, 150-pound test line, which is, and quite frankly, 150-pound test line is kind of light for saltwater. Some of these guys using 300-pound test line out there. But I'm thinking, I ought to be able to do that. If we take our basic high-capacity reel and add another layer to it, we should come up with a big tuna reel. So we're going to have our creek runner. I'll get the website updated over the next few weeks. And creek runner reels will be small. River runner reels will be my standard size reel that you've seen me fish all along. The deep river reels will be what was the sort of high capacity reel, and then the big tuna reel will probably have 3 to 4. It's going to be 3 or 4 times as wide as the standard reel you've seen me use to accommodate a bunch of line. Not a bunch of line, a bunch of really thick line for deep salt water. I think that's the way to go. So we have 4 basic sizes and 2 basic finishes. And then the wood will be generally up to you guys, whatever wood you want. And, whatever wood I have on hand is what I have on hand, but I can always go get more from my supplier and things. Let me show you this one. We have this. This is ash, 8.5 inches, 8 and 2.25. This is what I'm talking about. This is a good cross section of a knot. A knot is where a branch was growing out and that branch died off and the tree literally grew around the old branch. It can somehow rot and it can, here, this is really unusually big compared to, say, this one. This one's really little. This is nothing. And this is fairly tight and it's not loose or anything. But for this one, we have to coat it with epoxy and then fill it in with hardened epoxy. Some of you who get a reel from me and you see a kind of knot, what looks like a hole that's been filled in, well, that's exactly what happened. Just an old tree branch that filled in. And that's what you have to do, that's how Dad taught me to do these things when he was making cypress clocks and things. In fact, Dad's got some cypress down there I need to probably go get and see if I can't make some reels out of them just to get them out of Mom's way. But anyway, that's what we got working on here. So we've got Matt's extra reel that he needs for his friend. We got to start on a new reel for the captain, and I had another lady who wanted a reel for her husband for Christmas, and then of course and I still have other customers who've been waiting. Some have been waiting since August for their orders, so it always depends. It always takes me time to make these. I enjoy making them, and it would be nice to get out in the water more. But hey, when customers buy, I have to put them on the schedule to try to get their reels out, and it's just what you do, you just have to get the job done.